Hello there, Jonathan. Today is Thursday, and Kayla and I just got back from a run, which is why I'm in my running gear here, and you can see our dinner cooking behind me, if I can get my finger right, in the background over there. That's pretty much my kind of cooking. It's essentially the only kind of cooking I can do. Anyway, running and cooking are not what I want to talk about today. What I want to talk about today actually is finding what you want to do in life. I think Kayla's having fun behind me. I came across this article that somebody posted on Facebook, which is a copy of a graduation speech from Woodbury High School, and I actually know somebody who went there, so that was kind of neat. But he had one passage that I thought was particularly intriguing, and I thought that you might identify with it as well. It's about being afraid of your passions and not pursuing them because you're afraid. So I'm just going to take some time and read directly from this. So here I go. Again, this is a Woodbury commencement speech by Donald Antrim. And don't worry, I'm not going to read the whole thing. So here we go. He says, "Why do I write? It took me a long time to come to it. I didn't write in school or college. It seemed out of reach, too distant, too unlikely, too big a thing to really take on. But I think I knew that it was what I wanted to do. I think I knew this at Woodbury, though had you asked me about it back then, back here, I would have been cagey. I came from a long line of professors and teachers, people who exalted art, and I simply did not feel entitled to imagine a life as a writer. I kept my desire secret, and I didn't write any stories, and even my papers for class were labored and brief. Do you have something that you keep to yourself, something that you won't go away, or that causes some feeling to occur, but that you are maybe afraid to talk about, to imagine, or openly pursue? Do you have an idea that you fear other people, even your own family, might not understand or appreciate? Do you have something that you're afraid to look into, that seems off limits? Do you have something that you protect?" He later goes on at the end of the speech and says, "I wish for each of you a life in which your work engages you in ways that express trust, empathy, and generosity. I hope that you make a life that brings you joy. I hope that your future accomplishments will come, as this one has, you're graduating from this school, with a certain amount of difficulty. I hope that you will be faced with difficult choices and decisions, trials that won't undo you, but that will drive you toward reflection and understanding. Trust that your fears will sometimes tell you about your desires. You will see that you can survive the terror that comes with growth and change, with vulnerability and risk. Depend on others. My story of the hospital is not only one of ordeal and survival, it is a story of people taking care of people. You will not thrive without people who love you. Many are here today, and there will be others. Take care of them, the people here now, the people to come, and allow yourself your ambitions, no matter how unlikely. Think twice before giving up a dream, even if the dream becomes, on some dark night, your actor's nightmare. And now, if you will excuse me, I have a math test later, and no idea what's going to be on it." So there's a little bit about a math test and an actor's nightmare in a hospital story that you haven't exactly heard about, but I'll put the link in the description to the full speech. It's kind of a teaser for the rest of it. But I thought that's a good lesson, particularly for an 8th grader like yourself. So with that, see you Monday.